Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney and I'm so glad you found your way to my little corner of the internet. Friends, it's time to close out our July budget. Let's do it. So before we dive into anything, real quick message from me. Friends, I took a hiatus. Yes, I fell off the face of the earth for like an entire week. I had things ready to film. I just did not film them. I was not in the mood to film. It was 100 degrees. We had way too much going on, but I'm back. We're back to regularly scheduled programming. We have a full month of content. You did not miss out on much. I was going to do my goals update for Q2. I'm still behind. It's fine. Everything's fine. I was gonna do a garden tour, but my garden, if you've seen any of the videos coming up, you'll see I say it multiple times. Our garden is not faring well. So just know, I appreciate you being here and sticking with me. Yeah, fell off the face of the earth for a week. Took a little week hiatus, but we're back. So, head back to the video. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we're going to start, like we usually do, with our goals, to-dos, and notes. It was a really easy month because we were on vacation, and honestly, I basically took a 2-week vacation because one of those weeks we were out of town. The second week was just to recuperate, and then I kind of had a third week to try and get my life back together. So I did actually get the kids' room organized. I still am currently I'm working on putting their clothes and stuff away. But Claire was a super trooper and helped me clean her room. I was really proud of her. For 4.5, she is very smart, very mature for her age. So I was actually really proud of her that she was very on it and helped us out. So I was excited for that. I did finish 2 books. Actually, I did 3 books, which was great. I am so close to finishing my reading goal for the year, and we're not even over with the year, so I'm excited for that. My book stack is growing, almost to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm a little overwhelmed because I don't know what to read next. It's fine. Everything's fine. I need to put some on a shelf. I need to buy a bookshelf because my bookshelf upstairs, so when we moved into this house, there's this like little book nook upstairs, and there's 2 bookshelves. Well, it's already filled up with like my husband's books from like when we were first together, and some of my old books from like when I was in high school and early college. And they're not like college books, they are like reading books, like fun, but I'm like, dang, where am I gonna put all these? It's a good problem to have. And 80 ounces of water a day, booyah, did that. So I'm feeling good. We got 3 check marks. That's winning. We also had a wonderful vacation. If you guys haven't had a chance, make sure to check out my vacation vlogs. We went to Cody, Wyoming and Yellowstone. I'll leave them linked up in the cards. It was such a good trip. Like, I'm really proud of like how much fun we had. There was little to no bickering, which, when you take a whole family, it can get a little wild. So no, we had a great time. Okay, let's dive into the numbers. So first things first. So as we know, my husband took 2 weeks off. We had overtime in June, so we put some of that to savings so that we can cover this month's bills, or basically add to covering next month. Yeah. Anyway, we're a month ahead so in our bills, so that's how we do it. But cool thing was, and if you watched my July week 1 cash stuffing, we actually got $1,000 in back pay from last year. They were supposed to have been paying him more in per diem for the job he was at, and they weren't. So we got basically added up to about $1,000 in back pay, which was awesome. So let's add up what our income was really quick, and then we will dive into everything else. Okay, so not far off. Total income ended up being $56.37.74, which is great. So we are about $500 more. Also, I should add, his final week of July paycheck was short because he ended up having to go back out of town after we came home from vacation, which was not ideal. And they only ended up working 3 days, which honestly, it was a nice ease back into after having 2 weeks off going back to work. But yeah, so it was a little bit short, not a big deal. We still made everything work out really well. But so that's why we're only, even though we got $1,000 extra here, we were short. So that's why we only have about $500 more, just shy of $500 more total. So now let's dive into the rest of this. So we're going to add up the bills really quick. Everything. So I go through and I fill these out as the month progresses to make sure that everything gets paid. So everything got paid, everything cleared. So I'm going to add that up and see how close we were. Typically I over budget, so I think we're going to be pretty on the nose. All right, so bills ended up being $21.45, which is great. That is right where we wanted to be, so we had a little bit extra. Typically, that little bit extra we just dump into our checking to build the buffer. And I think we touched our buffer a little bit while we were on vacation. Nothing huge. It was just places we couldn't necessarily use cash, so I just used my debit card kind of thing. So looks good. Now, that said, in August, you'll see my August budget with me go up here soon. Probably next week, I think, a week from today. There's going to be some changes. Our insurance did, in fact, go up. However, it went up more than we were expecting because, well, okay, first of all, August is going to be different because that's the end of our term, and it's only including what we had to pay for the remainder of this term for our new car that my mom helped us purchase. Now, starting in September, it goes up significantly because, everybody's insurance is going up, and my husband might have got a speeding ticket last fall. So that's where we're at. It's fine. Everything's fine. We knew it was going to go up, and it's honestly not as bad as we thought. We're going up to 245 basically. So from 176.20 to, I think it's like 242 and change, so 245 basically. So not ideal. I mean, we're looking at almost $75 increase. Which is not fun, but it's fine. There are worse things, and I know that we can fit that into the budget, because I think I'm going to up, for the month of August, I think I'm going to start upping how much we set aside, because normally if you watch my weekly budget with me, once a month I do those. I usually set aside like $550 every week, so I think I'm going to up that to probably like $575. We'll see. I gotta play with numbers and see how that works out. So anyway, let's dive down here. Let's go to debt. Debt, we did pretty good. So we were able to put $231.94 to the STCU card. Given that we only had 2 paychecks for this month, I'm really proud of that. And then for the city card, I wanted to put $1,000. We ended up only putting $900, and that was because this recent check was short, so we just didn't get to put as much, which is totally fine. But we still did $1131.94, which is great. Not far off of what the goal was. I'm still really proud of that. So, sinking funds. And guys, I didn't have to flip back and forth. I went and I pre-added everything up so I didn't annoy you with my flipping back and forth. Okay, so family fun. We did do 10 in family fun, which is great. We were on target with there. Clothing got 15. That was exciting. So when he got the extra for that first week of June, we ended up adding extra to some of these areas just to get them padded up, because we also didn't have to worry about like groceries and stuff like that. So we did real good. Okay, date night. Date night ended up with 35 for the month. Awesome sauce. Pets got its 80, which is fabulous. Chickens, we skipped because I ended up selling eggs, and we're almost at $300 in there, and we don't really need that. So I think when we sell eggs from here on out, we're gonna either put it towards garden or something else that needs to be bulked up. Okay, garden, I wanted to put 20. We only ended up with 15. That's the only one I'm pretty sure that didn't get as much as I wanted it to, which is totally fine. Gifts, we were able to do 100, and I've already spent it all. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anniversary got 60. end of the world we're leaving alone for right now because it is sitting really good, and I'm really sad our garden is not doing so hot, so I'm gonna have to purchase some I do want to do some canning just so I can learn this fall, but I think I'm gonna have to just kind of see how things, I'll be able to do pickles. Our cucumbers are doing okay. Our tomatoes are meh. We're gonna see. We had a rough weeds year. It's not been fun. Birthday got 15. I'm working on building that up. Claire has said she wants to do the same thing as last year for her birthday, which was like a jumpy house thing. So I need to start putting aside money for that. I'm deciding whether I do that weekly or just dump it into our savings challenges. So we will see. I kind of haven't played with that just yet. I want to see how our August budget rolls out, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Holidays got their 100. We are doing so good in holidays. I am loving every bit of it. Nails only got 30 because we're well enough ahead in there. And then when we had the short check this last week, I was able to just put 5 in there to even it out. And then we will move forward from there. Wax got 20. And then I need to add in hair. I did start stuffing because I have a hair appointment coming up way sooner than I realized. Hair's got 40 because I am going one more time before my hair gal goes on maternity leave, and then I will not be going again until 2025. So we're going to do something like super low maintenance, the girl out with the gray. It's all right. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Okay, guys. I'm just kidding. The blonde really helps hide my gray, and I'm hoping that we can kind of just smooth. I don't know. We'll see. It's fine. Everything's fine. My kids are making me go gray. It's okay. Challenges ended up getting $1,008. Yes, that is correct. I only put $8 in there this last week, but that's fine. That's all we need in there. And then, okay, so for our long term, we did hit the goal of 500, which was great. I was really proud of that. Christmas got 25 of that. Emergency got 110. Car maintenance got 46. Propane got 80. Health and medical got 24. Preschool got 200. And hunting and fishing, my husband's hobbies, got 15. So we were able to meet our goal there. I am going to start working on, I'm going to play with some numbers for what my husband's paychecks are down at the next job site and see if we can't increase this to $300 a month or a week so that we can really bulk up. Because propane, I know that's going to sneak up on me, and we just had to pay tank rent. So $100 disappeared from this account. And car maintenance, so far everything's been fine, but bless my husband's heart, he is dangerous sometimes, and I'm he goes through these phases where I'm can you just quit touching stuff? You've broken it. Let's not touch anything else. So I got to work on that. And then I really want to get preschool really get going. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, let's add all this up, and I'm gonna zoom you guys out. Oh gosh, I hope I was in frame. My screen blinked on me. Okay, I'm gonna add all this up really quick, see how we fared, and then we'll jump down into our cash envelopes and we'll do the final closeout and see how this month ended. Okay, so I totally forgot to add in here that we had to put, because he went back out of town, we had to put money towards our health and medical, so that's going to be $75. So I'm just going to put H plus M 75. We only did that for 1 month, which is okay. So that came, or 1 week, I mean. Good grief. I'm out of practice, guys. I haven't filmed in a while. As you saw at the beginning, took a hiatus for a week. Okay, so 2301, which is great. Let's dive down here into cash envelopes. So this one did even better. So groceries, we only did 100 because we didn't end up pulling any money from savings. We ended up using what was left over from our vacation budget, which was awesome. Cody only got 30 because we didn't give him, he worked a side job, and when going on vacation, he didn't need any spending money. So we didn't end up giving, and then he had leftovers and whatnot. Coffee, this one is up because we did 20 there, but we didn't do anything in eat out, so I really am not even going to count that. So we had this one at 150. So that looks great. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write all the numbers in here, and then we're going to check our math really quick and see how things all panned out. So bear with me just a moment. Okay, so we had an overage of $131.35, which is roughly about what we have in our buffer, give or take a little bit, which is great. So yeah, that is a good month. We're doing good. Given that we had an amazing time on vacation, we did not go over budget on vacation. I was going to film a video kind of going over what we had left at the end of vacation, but I just did not get around to it before I ended up using the funds. So we ended up being under on our gas budget by $400. We ended up being under on our cash spending we had like 300 and something left over. And then I ended up using some of that for groceries, some of that for eating out when I went out for an appointment, because I had nails and wax one day. And then I also used some of it for gifts because I have a baby shower and a bridal shower literally in the same weekend, and then I have another bridal shower not long after that, so I'm just bought all the gifts at the same time. So bing bang boom. So I used some of that money to do that, and then the rest rolled into challenges for next time. So we did really well. I'm really proud of us, and we're just going to keep on trucking. So stay tuned. Next week we're going to have August budget. Lots to come, and yeah, that's all she wrote. So friends, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new around here, my monthly budget is just a guideline, not a hard and fast. Our weekly budgets are hard and fast, but this has been really enlightening to see how we're faring and where things are going, and all the fun stuff. So anyway, friends, that is all she wrote for today. Appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hang out with us, and until next time, remember to spread kindness like glitter. Bye, y'all.